Good morning, it's a very lovely morning. Okay. So, I just want to remind you that if you're having a bad day, it gets better. Bad days don't last forever. The storm doesn't last forever. Just like yesterday, I don't know if anybody noticed when the storm came through, and we had a beautiful thunderstorm. I was actually on my lunch break and I was sitting in my car just taking it in, and then I went inside and I stood out at the door to finish my lunch break. I didn't have a change of clothes, or I probably would have pranced around in the rain. And moments later, the sun was shining again. The sun was shining. Birds were chirping. It was beautiful. That's like your reminder that while the storm comes, okay, because there's going to be a storm, right? We have to have a storm. We have to. Healing is moments of storms and many multiples of sunshine. But you have to accept the storm. You have to allow yourself to enjoy the storm. And just take it in. Take it in. Because you know that in moments it's going to be sunny again. And that's how you really have to look at your healing journey. People are like, oh, well, I'm healed. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. Anytime someone ever says to me, oh, but I'm healed, I'm healed. Healing is a lifelong commitment. Healing is storms and sunshine and highs and lows and all of that, all of it. It's lessons learned. You think that just because you heal from certain things that you're healed? No. And you'll never be fully healed, and this is why. Like, honestly, the slamming on the brakes is what gets me. Anyway, once you start healing, you're going to heal from stuff, okay, along the way. And you're like, okay, yeah, I no longer feel the sadness about whatever it was that you were working through. I no longer feel that. I let it go. I have some rituals and tips and stuff like that on how to do that. So if you're curious on how do I do that, Nikki? How do I do that? Message me. I got you. I will be posting videos of that kind of stuff as well, because I do feel like you need that too, if you don't know. So anyway, just at the moment where like you're healing, you're like, yeah, like, and life is going good, that doesn't mean more stuff's not going to come out or happen. So what the healing process is that you're going through life and everything's groovy, everything's great, but something will be getting going, and then like, whoa, 883. You'll be going good, everything's fine, and then something happens that it could be, there's so many things. You lose your job, you lose somebody close to you, you get behind on bills, and that you get sick, whatever. Things happen, life happens. They are meant to happen for a reason. So when those things happen in your healing journey, you have to be like, you know what? This happened for a reason, whatever the reason is. Now, this is where you can either accept that it just happened, and you can be like, you know what, I don't need to know the reason for this one. I just know that it was a lesson learned. But sometimes you have this moment where you're like, okay, universe, show me why this happened. What's the lesson here? Because I don't fully know, and the only way to get past it is to accept what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to be like, okay, you're dating somebody. Let's just use this as an example. You're dating somebody. Everything is great. Everything is fine. Like, whatever. And then things aren't. Okay? You guys break up. Or stuff starts to get a little weird. And you're like, know that is happening for a reason. For you. Maybe for them. Maybe they need to step away from where they're at for themselves. That's okay. Accept that. Like, that's totally cool. Because you know what? Who are we to hold somebody else back? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Because part of this is we aren't going to hold ourselves back or other people. We just can't do that. So accepting, okay, this person wasn't meant to be my partner right now. That's okay. Or at all. Okay. I do have this thing about timing and if they come back timing wise, but that's a different message. They just might not be your person right now. Accept that. Okay. Now you can go a little bit further. Lose your job. That job wasn't meant for me. It wasn't meant for me. So now I'm going to wait for a bigger, better job to come, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. It's accepting the fact that something happened, knowing that it's for a better reason. Okay. It's for a better reason. Bigger, better is coming to you. Believing that is what will manifest that bigger, better. Having faith in yourself and the positive mindset, knowing that you deserve it. It can be done, folks. It can be done. So, while you might be having a bad day today, just know that it's